first important part that you have to do before setting up your cure is to fill the void on the tread area. So to fill the void of a tire, you can use rubber dust, you can use sandbags that we are doing, you can use aluminum foil, as long as you have to fill completely the void into the tire, the lugs especially. So when you're placing the sandbags, you want the sandbag to be a little bit over each side, so when the person is going to push, there won't be any crevasses. So it's going to be flush when the pressure is going to be. If you look down there, that's a pre-done job with sandbags. I filled also the side part. So when you have the heat pad coming over there, you have an even surface where the pressure is going to be applied. So it's for sure you're going to do the filling where the job is going to be done. So that's the end product. And, before putting any heat pad, I strongly suggest to use talc or perforated coating. So your heat pad won't stick to the job. So here, talc that you can use with a cloth, just going all around your job where the heat pad's going to be, so you're sure that it won't be sticking to the job. Again, the same thing with the patch inside. Once that is done, you have to figure the width of your heat pad. That's going to be considered between with the patch. You really have to take care of having an heat pad at least 1 inch over the size of the patch that you cure. So for the example, we're using a 4220 that already been used, and you see here the patch is really in the middle. That's going to be the part where we're going to put it inside. So maybe now we're going to just show the interior of the tire. So now you see my patch here. You want to have your heat pad to be really centered with your patch, and you want to have it not too over the bead, or unless you want to do a bead repair where you can put your heat pad at the same height as your bead block. So unless you have a bead block, never go over the bead with your heat pad unless you're going to break it. So you really nicely place your heat pad, and then we're going to put the hair bags over the heat pad. Your hair bag has to go at least 1 inch over the heat pad. You don't really have too big hair bag for an heat pad, but you cannot have an hair bag less wide than your heat pad. So here you can see your heat pad is a little bit shorter than the hair bag, so that's what you want. And the important part of the hair bag is to be at least 2 inch over the bead where the valve is. So if you have a bead block, then you're going to be 2 inch over the bead block. So once you have your valve set up at 2 inch over the bead, you fill the void of the tire with the cylinder bag, or what we recommend more is going to be the pipe kit. I'm going to show you a pipe kit how we set up the pipe. The pipe has not to be in PVC. If you use PVC pipe, you're going to have a problem. The PVC melts with low temperature, which at the end you're going to remove pressure of your system if some pipe breaks. So we use a high density plastic. Your pipe has to go again over your hair bag. There is no really oversized pipe for your hair bag, but there's going to be oversized pipe for your tires. You don't want your pipe to touch the tire here, as your corner is going to get into the rubber, and you might pierce your inside liner. So now we're going to fill the tire with all the pipes. You have to go about 2 inch over the hair bag. As you can see here, the pipes are flush with the with the airbags. You can go over that point. Going too high doesn't do anything better. The really important part you want is to have the valve not too close from the bead where it can rip when it inflates. So that's going to be the important part. So you're sliding your airbag under your tire, and then we're going to install a heat pad over this bag. So we're going to be able to mount it and clamp it to your job before inflating your airbags. So for the purpose of this cure, I choose a 3015 heat pad with the cover that I like to use so I can hold it over there. So for a start, you have to install one strap. I strongly suggest to use one of the metal ones. Either way, it's not too bad to use any of them, but if you're using one the side, you're going to have a close airbag and your heat pad might slide over. So you can use the metal one. Here. Or over here. So that part, when you're using an HGB, is the way it's easier. So you can clamp it and put it this way. Oh, your first straps won't be the good one. The first strap is only to position your two airbag. So once that is done, you can start to clamp one each side of the first one, then continue this way. The really important part is you never straps and over tight your straps. You have to leave some space under the tire. I recommend to have 4 6 inch roughly to get the airbags inflate. That's going to be really important for your having the right pressure inside.
I recommend to alternate also the buckle position on top, so you don't have them in the way when you're clicking them. So you have one a little bit this side, the other one a little bit over there. You can also, you'll see I'll go really on the side on the other side, so you really don't have one buckle getting in the way of each other. Then I'm going to lock all the buckle into their position. You can see that they're loose. They're not tight. And you'll see that down there, I'm going to have a little bit of space between the tire and the airbag. That's going to be the place where the air is going to be. Okay.